On the one night all crime is legal, they were trapped on the streets. But the real horror wasn't random chaos. It was organized. Who are these soldiers hunting the innocent? And is the armed stranger who saved them their only hope? Or just another part of the nightmare? The evening begins like any other in Los Angeles. But an underlying tension hangs heavy in the air. It's the hours leading up to the annual purge. Eva Sanchez, a waitress, finishes her shift. Her boss, Mr. Sabian, wishes her a safe night as she leaves. The streets are already getting chaotic. News reports urge citizens not participating in the purge to get home quickly, predicting a violent night with increased participation. Eva's coworker jokes about kidnapping her during the purge, highlighting the grim reality masked by dark humor. Eva declines a ride from another coworker, Carlos, despite her friend's teasing. She's preoccupied, needing to ask her boss, Mrs. Crawley, for a raise to afford her ailing father's medicine. Unfortunately, the conversation doesn't go well. The raise is denied. Eva heads home, feeling the weight of her financial struggles. Meanwhile, a couple, Shane and Liz, are driving through the city. Their conversation is strained, revealing they are in the process of separating, a decision Liz feels Shane made unilaterally. Shane tries to downplay the finality of it. As they navigate the increasingly congested streets, trying back roads to avoid the pre-purge rush, their car suddenly malfunctions. The power steering fails, and the engine dies, leaving them stranded downtown just as the purge is about to commence. They realize their car wasn't just breaking down, someone tampered with it. Looking back, they see masked figures on motorcycles approaching. Panic sets in. Elsewhere, a lone man, later identified as Leo Barnes, meticulously prepares. He gathers weapons, dons body armor, and gets into a heavily modified armored car. He has a brief tense exchange with a woman who pleads with him not to go out, warning that his plan won't make him feel better. He tells her to leave, to be with her new family, indicating a personal loss fueling his actions tonight. He drives off, clearly on a mission. Back at Eva's apartment, she arrives home to her daughter, Callie, and her sick father, Rico, whom they call Papa. Callie is watching a broadcast by Carmelo Johns, an anti-purge activist, who argues the purge isn't about cleansing souls, but about eliminating the poor who can't afford protection, saving the government money. Rico dismisses Carmelo as a lunatic, cynical about both the government and the resistance. Eva tries to give her father his medicine, but he refuses, calling it a waste of money. He seems resigned and unusually weary, hating the purge night. He retreats to his room, asking not to be disturbed, expressing his love for his daughters before locking himself away. Eva and Callie feel uneasy about his strange behavior. As the final countdown to the purge begins, Shane and Liz desperately flee their attackers on foot through the darkening downtown streets. They try hailing cars, but no one stops. They witness the chilling moment their own car's fuel line, cut by their pursuers, ignites. They run, seeking refuge as the city transforms around them. Inside their apartment, Eva and Callie perform their lockdown routine, securing doors and windows just as the emergency broadcast system announces the official commencement of the 12-hour purge. All crime, including murder, is now legal. Police and emergency services are suspended. Suddenly, Callie senses something is wrong. She goes to check on her father. Instead of finding him asleep, she finds a note. Rico reveals he is dying and has sold himself to a wealthy family to be purged. In exchange, $100,000 will be transferred to Eva and Callie's accounts. He calls himself a martyr, urging them to take the money and live a safe life. They are devastated, realizing the horrifying truth behind the rumors of how the wealthy participate, buying the poor and sick to kill safely within their own homes. Callie connects this to Carmelo's warnings. Their grief is violently interrupted. Their apartment building's security is breached. It's Diego, their creepy neighbor, armed and enraged, smashing through their barricades with a barricade buster. He taunts them, declaring it's his right to release the beast on them for ignoring him. Eva pleads with him, offering herself to protect Callie. Just as Diego prepares to assault Eva, heavily armed, uniformed soldiers storm the apartment. They shoot Diego dead without hesitation. These mysterious soldiers grab Eva and Callie, dragging them outside, mentioning someone called Big Daddy is waiting for them for his personal purge. Outside, Leo Barnes drives purposefully through the chaos. He witnesses the soldiers forcing Eva and Callie into a large truck. Acting decisively, he rams the soldiers with his armored car, gets out, and engages them in a firefight, killing several and forcing the truck to flee, leaving Eva and Callie behind. At that exact moment, Shane and Liz, still running from their own pursuers, stumble upon the scene. With more attackers closing in, Leo shouts at them all to get into his car. They pile in just as bullets start flying. Leo drives erratically, evading motorcyclists and the pursuing truck, shooting back effectively. He manages to shake their pursuers for the moment. Inside the relative safety of the car, introductions are tense. Leo demands to know why the soldiers were after Eva and Callie, but they have no idea. Shane and Liz explain their car breakdown. Suddenly, the armored truck reappears, firing armor-piercing rounds that disable Leo's reinforced car. They are stranded again. Leo, frustrated, initially decides to abandon them. His mission is paramount, and they are slowing him down. He gives Eva a gun and tells them they're on their own, advising them to hide. Eva desperately pleads with him, arguing that they won't survive alone. She then proposes a deal. If he gets them safely to her friend Tanya's apartment nearby, 3rd and Bryant, he can take Tanya's car to continue his mission. Leo is skeptical, but confirms via a quick call Eva makes to Tanya that they will be welcomed and the car is available. He reluctantly agrees, laying down strict rules. Stay close, listen to him, and don't slow him down, or he'll leave them. The unlikely group sets off on foot through the treacherous city. They witness horrifying scenes. A woman ranting religiously while brandishing weapons, the body of a stockbroker hanged in a public square with a sign accusing him of stealing pensions. Callie, perceptive and outspoken, questions Leo's motives, sensing he's out to purge someone himself. Leo remains guarded and focused on navigation. They narrowly escape a net trap set across an alley. They stumble upon one of the abandoned military-style trucks, similar to the one that captured Eva and Callie. Inside, they find sophisticated surveillance equipment monitoring city traffic cameras, specifically targeting low-income housing projects, including Eva's building. This confirms Callie's earlier suspicion. The government, the new founding fathers, seems to be actively using the purge to eliminate the poor, using these paramilitary units. They find evidence that Carmelo Johns' resistance group has successfully attacked this truck. Their discovery is cut short as another group of purgers attacks. They take cover in a subway tunnel entrance. Leo provides covering fire. During the escape into the dark tunnels, Shane is shot in the shoulder while helping Liz onto a platform. The group manages to evade the attackers but now has an injured member. Navigating the dark, dangerous subway tunnels, they encounter other desperate people just trying to survive, as well as active purgers. They press on, Shane struggling with his injury. Finally, they emerge back onto the streets, nearing Tanya's apartment building. Eva contacts Tanya, who guides them to a rear entrance. Tanya lets them in, her apartment a stark contrast to the chaos outside. Relatively secure, occupied by her family, her parents, her sister Lorraine, and Lorraine's husband Mikey. Tanya quickly helps bandage Shane's wound. She offers everyone food and drinks, trying to lighten the mood, though an undercurrent of tension exists within her own family. Leo, anxious to leave, presses Eva about the car. In a devastating moment, Eva confesses she lied. Tanya doesn't have a car. Eva made it up out of desperation to ensure Leo would help them survive. Leo is furious, feeling betrayed. His carefully planned mission, which he reveals was for his son, is now in jeopardy. Before he can react further, the tension in the apartment explodes. Lorraine confronts Tanya, revealing she knows Tanya has been sleeping with her husband, Mikey. Fueled by the purge's license for violence and long-simmering resentment, Lorraine pulls out a gun and shoots Tanya dead. She then turns the gun on Mikey. Leo intervenes, disarming Lorraine. Just then, flashing lights appear outside. Big Daddy and his soldiers have tracked them to the apartment. Leo grabs Eva, Callie, Shane, and Liz, forcing them to flee out a back way as the soldiers breach the building. They escape the apartment building but are quickly cornered in an alley by the pursuing soldiers, led by the commander Leo wounded earlier, known as Big Daddy. Big Daddy wants Eva and Callie alive, and he wants Leo dead for interfering and killing his men. As the soldiers close in, the group believes they are trapped. However, before Big Daddy's forces can capture them, another group ambushes them, seemingly random purgers who reveal they scavenge victims who escape the badass trucks. They overpower Leo and the group, stating they aren't purging but need money. They knock them out and drag them away. They awaken bound and disoriented, being loaded into a truck. They find themselves in a hidden theater-like arena. An announcer welcomes wealthy patrons who have paid exorbitant amounts for the privilege of participating in a private high-end purge hunt. Eva, Callie, Leo, Shane, and Liz are part of the final batch of human prey for the evening. The wealthy purgers select advanced weaponry and don hunting gear, eager for the cleanse. Released into the dark, complex hunting ground, Leo immediately takes charge. He knows they need night vision to survive. He ambushes one hunter, kills him, and takes his night vision goggles, giving them to Eva. He instructs them on how to fight back, distributing captured weapons. They become the hunted-turned-hunters, using stealth and Leo's tactical skills. They manage to take down several purgers in tense, close-quarters combat. Liz saves Shane by shooting a purger about to kill him. Despite their success, they are eventually cornered, low on ammunition, facing the remaining hunters. Just as they prepare for a final, hopeless stand, the arena is rocked by explosions. Figures rappel down from above. It's Carmelo John's resistance fighters. They engage the wealthy purgers, shouting anti-purge slogans. The resistance leader, revealed to be Carmelo himself, recognizes Callie from her knowledge of his movement. He tells them his group is fighting back, spilling the blood of the elite to force change. He urges Leo's group to get out, as the fight is intensifying. Eva, Callie, Liz, and Shane decide to flee the chaos. Leo, however, sees his opportunity. With time running out before the purge ends, he commandeers a car from a fleeing purger and speeds off, intent on completing his personal mission. The others, worried, realize where he might be going. Leo arrives at a specific house in a quiet suburban neighborhood just minutes before the 7 a.m. purge deadline. He disables the security and breaks in. He confronts the homeowner, Warren Grass. Leo reveals his identity. His son, Nicholas, was killed by Warren a year ago in a drunk driving accident. Warren got off on a technicality. Leo has come for revenge, sanctioned by the purge. He holds Warren at gunpoint, ready to execute him as the final purge siren begins to sound. Suddenly, Big Daddy appears outside the house, having tracked Leo's car. He tells Leo that saving lives is against the unwritten purge rule. He reveals the NFFA secretly uses units like his to supplement the killings when ordinary citizens don't kill enough undesirables, ensuring the purge achieves its population control goals. He declares they can't have heroes interfering and prepares to kill Leo. Before Big Daddy can fire, Warren Grass emerges from the house and shoots Big Daddy dead, unexpectedly saving Leo. Just then, Eva, Callie, Liz, and Shane arrive, having followed Leo. They find him wounded from Big Daddy's final shot before falling. The purge officially ends. Working together, they get the injured Leo into Warren's car. Eva assures Leo they will get him to a hospital. He saved them, and now they will save him. As they drive away, news reports begin detailing the aftermath of another bloody annual purge across America.